BA and BW demo class and see. So before that, we should know first of all what is mean by SAP and what sort of components which are being involved in the SAP module, and how it will be involved in the business process. All these things like that. Okay, fine. So first of all, we'll know what is mean by SAP. Okay. So SAP is it is an it is a and it is a business software. Okay, and this this will have the this can be also called as an ERP package. Okay, it also can be called as an ERP package. Okay. So what is meant by ERP? ERP means enterprise resource and plan. Okay, fine. And it's an ERP package, and this abbreviation is enterprise resource and plan. Okay, so as we know, this is a business software. So this is meant for the business, and this for this business purpose only. This software has been created in the before the 19, so I think before 20 to 30 years. Okay, right. So this is an ERP package, and why this business software is required. In any business organization, there will be 5 M's will be the most will be playing the very crucial part. So those are the 5 M's. If I say like in 5 M's, like the first one is man, machine, market, money, just marketing strategies. So these are the five crucial elements in any organization. To optimally, how can we utilize this sort of strategy, this sort of 5 M's in an organization, that is very important. So for that reason, we only SAP has come up with the one business software, that is SAP, and SAP stands for the systems, applications, and programs. Okay, systems, applications, and programs. Okay, fine. And in this SAP, we are having two kind of systems. One is OLTP, and second one is OLAP. OLAP. Okay. So what is mean by OLTP and what is mean by OLAP? Right. So OLTP stands for online transactional system, transactional processing system. Okay, and OLAP stands for Online Analytics Analytical Processing System. Okay, so OLAP stands for the Online Analytical Processing System, and OLTP stands for the Online Transactional Processing System. Okay, fine. So OLTP is meant for the, it's purely meant for the business transactions on a daily basis. So OLT in the, all the transactions will be happening in the OLTP system itself. Okay, so whatever the data which has been created based on the business transactions, so that data will be extracted into the OLAP systems, and there itself we can analyze its own data. Okay, so actual the transactions where it will be happening, that will be happening in the OLTP system itself. Okay, fine. So in the OLTP system itself, we will be having a number of modules in the OLTP system. Since it is a transactional system, so that is the reason why only each and every sector, each and every sector departmental wise also data will be covering there about. So we will be also having so a number of modules in the OLTP system. So like SD, MM and PP, like a number of modules also will be available in the OLTP system. So SD means sales and distribution, like that we'll see the some of modules which are available in the OLTP system. Okay, so one is OLTP. In the OLTP system, we'll also have the modules like sales and distribution, and there will be a MM module. MM means material management, and QM will be a quality management. Okay. So like this, we'll be having a number of modules in the world system. Like PP means production planning. Okay. So like this, we'll be having a number of modules will be available in the OLTP system. So OLTP, it stands for the online transactional processing system, and this will have also certain submodules in this system. Submodules means like here in the SAP we are having nearly in the OLTP will be having the OLTP itself will be having more than 60 plus modules, like this, more than 60 plus functional modules will be available in the OLTP system. Okay, fine. So let us see one sales cycle, how it will be going there. Okay, how it will be happening in the EC system. Okay, so first of all, I would like to show you one sales procedure, how it will be like. Okay, fine. See this. See, let us say if we have, let us say if you have taken one sales, so let us say one customer purchases one vehicle, he will be interacting certain, he will searching for any certain showroom sale. He need to go to the specific dealer showroom and will be inquire about the product, and if it is been satisfied, then he will be placing the sales order, right? So once the sales order is being created, so with against to that purchase order also will be created, and that purchase order with against to that, so goods will be delivered from the plant to the certain dealer showroom, right? So once the vehicle is being moved to the dealer showroom, and there the customer will be purchasing the product by giving the money, and after that goods also will be delivered to him. Okay, so like that, so one sales cycle will be equal to 0. So let us say if the one customer C100 has been visited any dealer showroom, and after that he has inquired about one product. Okay, fine. So let us say this he is the C100 customer at the time of that customer, that respective persons will be taking that uh, customers information. Okay, so what sort of customer information they'll be taking? So its name, it has address, and where is residing. So like that, all that information will be that respective persons will be taking, right? So that can be called as a its master data, right? So if you want to know who is this customer C100, then how you can know? So that will be storing in the customer master data table. Okay. So as we know, as ERP is a as it is a business software, and it is having the ERM model. ERM model means entity relationship model. Okay, and it also having the it is a an ERM model. ERM model means entity relationship model. Entity relations relationship model. Okay. So entity relationship model means, so in each and every entity will have the integrity between the another entity. So let us say one customer is being visited to any dealer showroom. There is a that customer details will be taking their work. So that can be taken, that data will be storing in the respective customer master data table. Okay. So here, and once this customer is being visited, there is a one sort of inquiry number will be generated. Okay. So here one customer here one inquiry number will be generated with against to that customer. Okay. And for this inquiry there will be a certain quotation number. Okay. So that means if that customer is satisfied with any product, he'll be asking for the any quotation. So that quotation number also will be generated, and that quotation details also will be stored in the respective quotation tables. Okay. So however the inquiry number is being created, so that inquiry number also will be storing in a certain SAP tables. So that means, as we are discussing, SAP is having the ERM model. ERM model means entity relationship model. So whatever the transactions, whatever the business activities which will be happening in the SAP system, that activities will be fully integrated in the ECC system. So fully integrated means, so all the respective data will be storing in the respective tables, and that tables will be having the mutual integration between the tables itself. So I am going to explain the one sales scenario. Here let us say one customer wanted to purchase one vehicle, and will be visiting to the dealer showroom, and will be inquire about that any product. So at that moment itself, that salesperson, they will be taking the customer's information, that will be storing in the respective. Okay. So that will be storing in the respective tables itself. So like that, so one each and every table will be having the integration between the other tables itself. Okay, fine. So here for the against to the for against the inquiry number, here the quotation number will be created, and for this quotation number, with against to this, one sales order also will be created. Okay, right. So to once the sales order is being created, with against to this, goods also will from one place to another place, and once the vehicle to the dealer showroom, there is a respective delivery document number also will be created. Okay. See here, each and every stages, one activity will be created. So with against to this quotation number, here also sales order will be generated. Okay, sales order will be generated. Here also GR document. GR document means goods received document. Okay, goods received document also will be generated, and with against to this, so delivery document also will be generated. So all this information will be stored in a respective table. Delivery information will be stored in delivery table, and like that, the information also will be stored in a billing table. So since it is a ERM model, all these models, all these tables will be integrated with each other. Okay, fine, with each other, right? So like that, SAP will have the all the modules in that, and since it is a ERM model, and in this is a so OLTP. Broadly, OLTP can be. Let us see first of all that this little bit of differences between the OLTP and OLTP. Okay, see the differences of the OLTP and OLTP. Okay, see here, this is OLTP system, OLAP system. Okay, so how the data will be available in the OLTP OLAP system. So how the source data will be available. So it's purely meant for operational data, and it's meant for the daily transactions. But in the SAP system, it is meant for the only it's meant for the consolidated data. Okay, so OLAP data comes from the OLTP system itself, right? So that means so OLTP in the broader view we can also call it as a ECC system. So we just talk about the OLTP and ECC and all this. Okay. So in the OLTP, earlier versions we were used to call it as a R3 system from the 4.7 version this year. So R3 means release 3. Release 3 is this. Okay. So in this R3 system itself, we'll be having, as we discussed earlier, we'll be having a number of modules itself. Okay. Here itself, we'll be having SD, MM, PP, SQL, like this set of n number models we'll be having in the R3 system itself. Okay. So in the earlier versions, we used to call it as a R2C, but at the moment, from the 5 version is 5.0 and 6.0 onwards, we are calling R3 as a ECC system. Okay. So what is mean by ECC? ECC stands for the Enterprise Central Component System. Okay. Enterprise Central Component System. Okay, fine. So nothing is there. So OLTP stands for the in the operation system will be like R3 system. R3 means release 3 version. So an earlier version, the 4.6, 4.7 version, we used to call it as a R3, but from the 5 version, 6.5 versions, we are calling it as a ECC systems. Okay, so ECC stands for the Enterprise Central Component System. So all the business transactions will be happening in the ECC systems here. So this can also be called as a OLTP system. Fine. So we can also have a number of different kind of OLTP systems also. Okay. We can also have the different kind of OLTP systems also. Not only R3, not only ECC, we will also have the different kind of OLTP systems also. From that OLTP systems also, we can extract the data into the BA system. Okay. So now we will see what is mean by OLAP. So OLAP means we know what is mean by OLAP, online transactional processing system. Right? So in the earlier versions, we used to call the BW in the 3.5 version. We used to call this system as a BW or BAW. Okay, BW 3.5 from the 3.0, 3.1 and 3.5 version. Still 3.5. We are calling this as a BW system. So BW stands for the business warehouse. Business warehouse. Business warehouse system. Okay. And this can also be was calling as a BIW, business information warehouse. Information warehouse. Okay. From from the 7 version, we're calling this as a business intelligence. Okay. From the 7.0, from 7.1, from 7.3, and from 7.4. So present version is 7.4 version. Okay. From the 7.4, 7. From the 7 version is a this system is calling as BA. BA stands for Business Information. Business Information. Okay. So what we'll be doing is, so whatever the transactions which are happening in the OLTP systems according to the respective functional, so that data will be extracting into the BA system, and based on that we'll be creating the reports on this SAP BA. Okay, so for now we'll see the little bit differences between the OLTP and OLAP. Fine. So now we know what is meant by ECC, what is meant by BA. Fine. So ECC stands for the Enterprise Central Component System, and BA stands for the Business Intelligence. Okay. From the 7 onwards, we are calling BW as a BA. So nothing difference is there other than, okay. So it's just name change. But some of additional features are available which are not available in the 3.5 version, that are available in the BA, from the BA version. Okay. So now we'll see the little bit differences in a broader view from the OLTP and OLAP. Right? So source of data will be here the operational data, and OLTPs are the original source of data. So that means actual transactions will be happening in the EC system itself. Okay. So based on that data will be extracted into the BA system, like that it will be. Okay. So this is a OLAP system. Here the consolidated data will be available. OLAP data comes from the various types of OLTP databases. So here, so let us say that means, see, we may get the data from the different kind of OLTP system. Either it could be a ACC, or either it could be a CRM. Multiple OLTP systems also we can have. That means multiple source systems. Okay, we can also extract the data from the multiple system itself. Okay, so APO, any like Siebel, systems, or any from any Oracle systems. So from these many systems also we can also extract the data into the BA systems. So like that, we can get the data from the multiple systems itself. Yeah. So we can also even get the data from the ECC system also. So like that we do. Right? So here we see the somewhat differences between the OLTP and OLA. So purpose of data means here also we know actually the transaction will be happening in the OLTP system. So that is the reason we only see here what's the written over here. So to control and run the fundamental business tasks. So this system is purely meant for the business operational transactions. So without this system, business transactions will not be happening. So this system, EC system, is this OLTP system is meant for the on daily transactions, right? But here, here the transactions will not be happening. So whatever the data which is being created in the ECC system, so that's going to be extracted to the BA system, and based on that, we'll be creating the multi kind of reports into the BA system. So BA is really meant for the to store the historical data, and based on the historical data, we'll be creating the a number of reports on that data itself. Okay, and next, so here processing speed. See, it may have the processing speed is little bit faster as it is having the multiple tables in the EC system itself. Okay, so here also we can store the huge number of records in the BA system, and that the data can be processed and can be made as faster as the report level is in the report level. Okay, so what we'll be doing in the BA, we'll be extract to the BA, we'll be extract the data into the BA system and store into the BA certain objects, and based on that we'll be creating the reports. Okay, so we can also create the very complex queries also in the BA system, which cannot be happening in the OLTP systems. Okay, so we can also get the data on hourly basis, and we can also get the data on any periodical basis also from the OLTP systems. Okay, we can also improve the performances by creating the certain objects called like creating the indices and all these things on the database table. By creating the indices on the database table, we can make the report as faster. Okay. So database design is purely highly normalized with many tables will be available. Here we can manage the data with a fewer tables. Okay, fine. Because it is having the BW star schema. So based on that star schema, we can store the data in a very fewer tables, and we can access the data in a very faster manner. Okay. So age of data in the OLTP system will be having the current data, but in the BA system we'll be having the historical data, at least 15 to 20 years data, so we can handle in the BA system in very lucid manner. Okay, and queries is very relatively standard and simple queries will be available in the ECC OLTP system. But here in the BA system, we can create very complex and tough reports also in the BA system. Okay, so often complex and so queries dealing with huge amount of data can be analyzed in multi-dimensional manner. So multi-dimensional ways we can analyze the report, but in the OLTP system, as it will have the two-dimensional model, so that is the reason we cannot analyze the data in a full-length manner. But here we can analyze the data in a multi-dimensional way. Okay. Okay. Right. So database operations means here we can add, delete, and read the data. As you know, it's a business. As you know, it is OLTP is purely stands for the business transaction. So that means they on daily basis on daily basis. Transaction will be creating in the BC system that may be editing, and that may also delete some of records which are not which is a bad records also. But in the BA system, it's only meant for the here we cannot delete the records, but we can have the only read access only. Okay, we can have only read access only. But for planning data, we can have the write access. Okay. So here, data reveals, what the data reveals means a snapshot of ongoing business process you can have in the OLTP system. Here what we'll do, here multi-dimensional views, we can analyze the data in a multi-dimensional ways. It's there. Okay. Fine. So far if anybody is having any doubts.